Hey there everyone, welcome to episode 7 of the series How the West Was Run. Crash Dummies. Lots of wilderness riding ahead on rugged 2-track with crashes, camping. Let's get going. Beaver Rim. Man down. Good morning from Atlantic City, Wyoming. We are waking up. Got a little fire going, get some coffee going. We're going to hit section 4 southbound. I think Mike is still sleeping in a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah, I like this. Slowly waking up, having a cup of coffee or two, and not having to feel like you gotta pack up and be out of here by 8 in the morning or something.
I always aspire to that. It never happens.
Well, Bill will probably let us fill up our water there before we head out.
Well, these beaver ponds down here are rather stagnant, but you know, if we were in Africa, we'd be going, hallelujah!
Yeah.
He did that.
You obviously didn't watch the rest of the video.
Made it all the way to Bags and then he exploded.
Yeah.
It's a Michelin man.
Well, we're out of camp. Stopped at Miner's Delight. It's an excellent place if you can book it or get to stay here. These tiny little cabins, showers and everything. We support BDR riders.
Do you want to take a peek at our cabins just because?
Yeah, sure would.
Dredge crews lived in them for 5 years.
Dredge crew.
Yeah.
Up here.
This was big.
Yeah,
I mean,
big.
they did a lot of hydraulic mining as well here.
This is cool.
Let me look, Mike.
Well, let me out.
No, no.
You're like, I want to go in.
Big dredge operation for gold up in here. You wouldn't believe it. Goodness. Freaking dredges, man. They go anywhere. Give them a puddle of water and they'll dig it out. We're going to fill our water bladders. A early on leaky front tire is holding pressure, so that's good. Good night's rest at a great campsite. Leaving Atlantic City on to section 4 of the Wyoming BDR. We're headed south to Alcova. This section is 148 miles, the most barren of probably all the BDRs, certainly on Wyoming. 148 miles, no gas, food, very few bailouts, so you better be prepared. It's endless 2 tracks with ruts, sand, and rock, occasional wild horses and antelope. Saw a couple of single antelope after you took off ahead of me.
Yeah, there's one over there.
So the horizon stretches away before us. The morning's fresh, the temperatures are cool. It was really nice meeting those other riders headed north. No, there's some other people out here. There's some etiquette to trail riding perhaps you're not aware of. In case you didn't know, the etiquette on trails like this, when you meet another rider, they hold up a finger telling you how many more riders are coming behind them. A closed fist is you're the last person in the group.
Back.
cow's getting frisky with the dogs, kicking at them, bucking, carrying on. The dog's not having any of it.
So that was really cool to encounter these Wyoming cowboys and their dogs pushing the cattle along. It's a real privilege to see something like that, and it's certainly a highlight of this whole section. The roads aren't too bad. They stretch out, the scenery stays the same, but we're making good time, and this is the easy part, stretching out before us. We don't know how bad it's going to get, but if you stick around to the end of this video, you're going to find out.
I didn't run over that snake, I saw it.
We're 116 miles away from Alcova.
30 miles since we left camp. You want to go in front?
Sure.
Okay.
Looks like we're meeting another solo rider headed northbound, which is the normal routing on this BDR, south to north. We're riding north to south, as I said before. If you remember at the beginning of this video, I was putting fuel in my beast that I'm riding. I had 1 gallon in my giant loop fuel bladder. If you're headed south, it's not a big deal. But if you're headed north from Alcova and there is no fuel in Atlantic City, which is a real possibility, you may want to keep that in mind and plan accordingly.
Some wild horses way off over there. Start of Cedar Run, right, going up to Beaver Rim overlook for a little snack break. It's just a little after noon. Not so hot unless you're standing still. The sun's pretty intense. That's some challenging stuff. It's okay, buddy. I hate to disturb your siesta. We're just gonna cruise by, okay? Thank you. Beaver Rim we're standing on top of, just ridden up here. I think the designated Beaver Rim overlook is right on that point.
So Beaver Rim overlook is a highlight of this section 4. breaks up the monotony of all we're seeing way out crossed over there. Some other riders headed north on some big adventure bikes, good riders out of Colorado. We're getting tired though. Mike's got a bit of a headache. We've got a lot more ahead of us, and it's going to get worse.
Hit the road, get to our campsite.
Make sure you're drinking water.
So we point our front wheel towards Alcova, southbound again. Relentless two-track, full of sand and gravel, and sometimes the trail split into numerous directions. You had to be careful to make sure you were on the right one. Don't go too far down the wrong trail.
I guess the road we're supposed to be on must be right over there.
This remote and barren land is both a challenge and it's an attraction, but this upcoming portion of this section 4 is impassable due to mud if it has rained. It's also a challenge with sand and rocks. We elected not to take the bypass, had a couple of crashes up ahead anyway.
Is this the bailout spot? We still got 90 miles to go, or 70.
But if it's like this, we can keep going.
It's about 90 miles, right?
We have 77 left.
We might as well go ahead. I mean, 2 hours probably. I mean, if it's no worse than this.
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay. I went off into the sage there a little bit.
Yeah, I saw.
A little too fast for that mud hole there. All right. Not going to get there sitting here, huh? Man down. Mud puddle got me. No sign of Michael. I have to get this thing up by myself. I've already drug it off of that bank down into here. A little more with this rear wheel. I can get a hold of something. Nope. That way ain't gonna work. No help on the way. Getting there. It looked dry on top. Obviously wasn't. I went for a whoop-de-doo. This way. Skid marks. That way. Back across here. Into here. And there she lies. Crashed. Coming through that, I thought it was dry. Whoop, 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 whoop. Boom. Yep, riding a little too aggressive. Shit's bound to happen.
Did you go down?
Oh yeah. I went down like elbows, like probably right there. The bike was laying over here. I had to drag it over to get it high over here. Still couldn't get it up till I took all of this off.
Yeah, I checked my mirrors about up there and saw your headlight, so I kept going.
Ah, you saw the headlight. Well, it was on the ground.
Did you slow it down enough before you ejected?
I did. My brake pedal is bent.
I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah, there's more of a pain in the ass picking it up, man. I wasn't really hurt at all. But yeah, I got to slow my ass down. My fault. Slow down. Take your own advice and take it easy. It's get home-itis or get there-itis takes over. Not good. All right.
So fortunately, I was not injured. Bike was not really injured. Straightened out the brake pedal, straightened out the forks. They were tweaked slightly. Testament to the ruggedness of the old DR650. Not so sure about this 72-year-old's rugged bones. I need to pay attention to my own advice and ride more carefully, but things are going to happen. It just comes at you like a fire hose out here, and it's just a risk that you take.
Mike's down. My little saw. This is the sacrifice the BMW made to save Mike's life. We're going to bury it with honors right here in the middle of Wyoming. Right in the middle of the freaking sand that took its life. Bury it nice and deep so the wolves don't dig it up and eat it.
Taking a hit. Battle scar.
Rest in peace, BMW Park. I almost biffed it myself. Mike took a pretty good spill and broke fairing off the right side of his BMW and a little bit of other damages like his turn signal switch done for. We got to finish out this section 4. Man. Jeepers.
Right about now, I've had enough adventure for one day, and I'm ready for this trail to come to an end. Get me some good food in my belly and get to camp.
Oh, hopefully that's the end of the deep sand. End of section 4, the section from hell. Getting a bite to eat, an IPA, go find a campground, repair all of our broken stuff, try and get a night's sleep.
Yep.
Get out of here before somebody robs the place. Goodness, what is this? Group of 10 show up here too?
Where the heck did they all come from?
Well, good morning everyone. Welcome to Alcova and our campsite. We will be starting section 3 out of Alcova. I'm going to be taking a bath in that and washing some clothes, but first some coffee. quick recap of yesterday in section 4. It was long and grueling, about 150 miles. Much of it just the same remote territory, demanding attention to your riding. The sand was a big issue, as you'll have seen in the video of their crashes. My choice to go through a pudding-like mud puddle was not a wise one. Atlantic City, yesterday we rode this line up through here. Beaver Rim overlook and the Beaver Rim lookout was the highlight. Other than that, it was sand. And down to the highway here into Alcova. 148 miles doesn't seem very long, but it was long. Heat up some coffee, eat some breakfast, and go from there. Woo! As I went down to the river to pray, thinking about the good old day and who will wear that golden crown. Oh Lord, something or another.
Show me the way.
Show me the way. Yeah, show me the way down section 3.